Ford, seriously, of all things you could have taken from Volkswagen, you choose these haptic buttons? It's too bad, man. Here it is, the Volkswagen ID.4, or maybe the Skoda Enyaq, or perhaps the Audi Q4 e-tron. You might be thinking, wait, I'm looking at Ford. What's going on here? Well, guys, this is the Ford Explorer EV, built in Germany, and it's based on Volkswagen's MEB platform. Yes, you heard that right. The Explorer shares its technology with Volkswagen, make it essentially the same under the surface as models like the ID.4. With that out of the way, let's get to the details. So guys, today I am driving the Ford Explorer Extended Range rear-wheel drive finished in the black color. This model boasts 286 HP and 545 Newton meters of torque, and it goes from 0 to 100 kph in 6.4 seconds. It has a top speed of 180 kph and offers a range of 572 kilometers. And in the Netherlands, pricing starts at around 50,000, and if you tick all the options boxes, it will be closer to 57,000. The Explorer's design is very American. It's big and bold, but with a modern twist. So the front end is smooth and sleek, which helps with aerodynamics. You've got the large blue Ford logo, and with Explorer in bold letters above. The Matrix LED headlights are reserved for only the premium models. The light for the standard models are just LED headlights. The car is 4.5 meters long, it's 2 meters wide and 1.63 meters tall. The standard version comes standard with 19-inch and the premium like this with 20-inch wheels, and you can upgrade it to 21-inch. The battery has a capacity of 77 kilowatt hours with the charging speeds of 11 kilowatt AC and 135 kilowatt DC. You can charge this car from 10% to 18% in 27 minutes. And as a side note, guys, the Ford Explorer models vary depending on their MEB platform version, which impacts their DC charging speeds. So the all-wheel drive model can charge up to 185 kilowatt hour, while the standard range rear-wheel drive reaches a maximum of 115 kilowatt hour. Not too much fuss, just simple and sleek. You spot the Ford logo again with Explorer in bold letters right above. The tail light design closely mirrors the larger Explorer hybrid, and those little ridges are a fun detail. And if you squint, the rear slightly resembles the Volvo EX30. So to open the boot, you can use this button. You can use the key or go hands-free with your foot. Well guys, the boot is pretty spacious. It offers 536 liters with extra storage underneath. Like that. It's not as roomy as my Tesla Model Y, but it's good enough for cables and essentials. You can fold the second row of seats down, and it gives you 1,422 liters of space. So guys, I am now sitting in the rear seat. There is actually quite a bit of space in the back. The front seat is adjusted for my height. I am 1.83 meters and I've got plenty of leg room. So getting in is a bit tight because of this door frame, but once you are in, the seat is really comfortable. The front seats are positioned relatively high, so my feet fit easily underneath. Of course, there is the typical EV sitting position due to the batteries in the floor, which raises the floor and makes your legs sit a bit higher. So not the most comfortable, but hey, I never sit in the back anyway. So there is also enough headroom, and the panoramic roof is big and beautiful. But guys, keep in mind though, this is not standard. It's always an option. So the door bins are good size. They are 2 Type-C ports. There is a armrest with 2 cup holders and a hidden access point to the trunk. So guys, up front you'll notice a few things borrowed from Volkswagen, like this gear selector, the haptic touch buttons on the steering wheel, the light switch over there, and the switches to open and shut down the windows. Ford, seriously, of all things you could have taken from Volkswagen, you choose this haptic buttons. It's too bad, man. So the steering wheel is a squircle, not square or circle, and it comes standard with steering wheel heating. So over here we have the 5.3 inch digital speedometer and 14.6 inch touchscreen. So Ford called this sync move because you can actually tilt it. So it's a nice touch, guys. When the screen is in the vertical position like that, it reveals what they call a private locker, where you can store valuables. And once the screen is down and the car is locked, the valuables are safe, hidden. It's super handy if you're planning a walk in the woods, for example, and don't want to carry your valuables. The touchscreen also supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there is also space for wireless phone charging. Again, the volume control slider, something Ford should not have taken from Volkswagen. Well, thankfully, the temperature is still done by the minus and plus buttons, though they are on a touchscreen. But hey, anything is better than a slider. And there is the huge center console. This flexible storage space is large enough to fit a 15-inch laptop or multiple 1.5 liter bottles. It's huge, guys. I never saw a center console like this. The premium version comes standard with Bang & Olufsen sound system. I'm no audio expert, but it sounds great. The soundbar looks like a spaceship on the dashboard. So the seats are made of vegan leather. This one is with some fabric. Heated seats and memory function comes standard, though only for the drive seat. So guys, all in all, a well-equipped car for not too much money, right? Alright guys, it's time to take this for a spin. Relax, enjoy the ride, and if you're feeling it, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you haven't yet, drop your thoughts on this car in the comments. So let's go!